What are you doing?
Oh my god.
I don't even know what's going on.
Player one. Prepare yourself.
Don't forget cards at RitaYanez.com, and so am I.
Turn on the light! Turn on the light!
Hi there, Gemini. This is your weekly reading for the week of December 7th through 13th. I hope you're doing well and that your week is off to a great start. The card that you've drawn on Monday is the Hierophant in reverse, and I don't think it's going to be that apparent with you that it's going to be a marriage and divorce issue because you're a child. Where you should be, have fun. That's where the best places, best times are to be a kid, so don't rush growing up. This card here lets me know that maybe there are some rules around you that you would do well to abide by. Because what happens is, if let's say you want something like, well, I want to go to the dance, I'm going to wear this micro dress, and your family's like, hell no, you're not going now, forget it. If you sit there and say, well, okay, so you don't want me to wear this micro dress, if I wear something that you approve of, will you let me go? Well, you might get an thinking that you're going to hike up a dress, but you could have your family saying, okay, yeah, let's talk about it, but let me think about it for a while. Do not proceed any further. Let them think about it. If you have somebody you're going to the dance with, they'll just have to understand that you can't give them an answer right away. So the Hierophant in reverse is saying that you might be on the outside of the box needing to get back in. Maybe you need a little structure there. It isn't really like everybody wishes to impose on teenagers horrible rules. We're just trying to make sure that everybody's safe and things don't go wrong. Like, if you ever see a little kid carrying a baby, you know that wasn't because it was planned. These are the things that just kind of happen, and we're trying to make sure that you learn the ropes and know how to manage your life and learn all of your basic skills and even some advanced skills like cooking, so that you know how to take care of yourself and maybe even others one day. So it could be also that your parents are very strict. It could be that they are very religious. I hate to use that word because religion, because of the obvious crazy people, is now becoming a very dirty word. Spirituality. So it could be that your parents are very religious, you're more spiritual, they want to impose rules upon you. How do you think those crazy honor murders happen? These are sick people. I'm not saying that anybody's going to do this to you, but I'm saying that remember that when your parents are trying to take care of you, that here in the United States, you should be protected. And of course, if anybody's hurting you or being abusive to you, you need to tell the school, you need law enforcement to get involved so that you can be protected if you're being hurt or threatened in any way, okay? I would never be the one to say that religion or crazy shit is okay for anybody. No, it isn't. But look, if your parents are the ones that go to church every Sunday and you have to be there, maybe going to church on Sunday is the thing that appears to be religious, but really they just want to make sure that you are still complying and not going crazy. Say things like, I'm never going to your crazy holy roller church again. And you're probably never going to leave your room either. You could have your devices taken away. So on Tuesday, we've got the Seven of Wands in reverse, and this could be an indication that you just feel like everybody's against you. You could be having some social issues because there is emphasis on your solar 11th house, which is Aries. And so it could be that some people are either being aggressive, or no matter what you do, you don't seem to do it right and they don't really want you in there. Whatever it is, give it some time. It will blow over soon enough. The nodes have shifted into the Virgo Pisces axis, which is your solar 4th and 10th house. So this will work itself out. If you find out by extension who your friends really are, that's better than not knowing who your enemies are, or at least the people who are not your friends. Wednesday, we've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and this indicates that you're probably not really feeling on top of your game, or that you feel like, God, is there one more thing that could go wrong this week? Well, then the hair straightener goes on the fritz, and you're like, what? $50 hair straightener, and now I can't expect that replaced, because, this is when people are trying to work enough to have enough for their Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners, and to give whatever tokens of affection people exchange. And, so this isn't the easiest way to start it off, but it will be okay. Just remember, the universe is just saying, hey, look, do the right thing, be smart about it. Don't mouth off, or else you're just tightening the noose, proverbially speaking. So on Thursday, we've got the 10 of Cups, which lets me know that there is a good support system around you in some way. And it could be, I have to admit, that you are idealizing what you wish a normal family would be. Well, normal would be nice mom, nice dad, nice house, clean house, nice things, home-cooked meals. Sit together, pray before dinner. Yes, of course, that's beautiful. And in a perfect world, everybody goes to their college of choice and doesn't have any problems. But that's not the real world. Things happen. People lose jobs. People have to go get education and training periodically to keep their professional licenses up to standard, to meet the criteria, which sometimes could mean for some of you that a parent goes off to fight the crazy people in another country. And so remember that there isn't always going to be an ideal, but you being hopeful and positive that good things will come to you. Just do the right thing. Don't do the wrong things. Don't let people pull you into drugs or sex or anything crazy. Look, rock and roll is fine though. Don't let them pressure you into doing things or having sex when you're too young, you're not ready, you're not on birth control pills, or she isn't, or, look, prophylactics can fail. Do the right thing, keep yourself safe, and that way you can assure yourself of a really rocking future. When you go to college, you're going to only be 18. So I'm not saying that I don't know what it's like to be on lockdown, because I do know. But just understand too that if you make things difficult, you make them more difficult, most likely for yourself. On Friday, we've got the World card upright, and this is excellent because we've got a new moon in Sagittarius, or solar 7th house. And so this could be that things are improving with your family structure at home, or that you are being taken into consideration in different family discussions more than usual, which is great. Act mature and they will treat you with more maturity. Act mature and don't have tantrums, and you'll see that they give you rewards. Maybe incrementally, but each time that you prove that you're not crazy, that you don't smoke, that you're not going to drink, you're not going to get high, you're not going to have sex, they're going to give you more opportunities for freedom and fun. Trust me on this. It isn't that people are trying to wreck your life and crash your party and end it. It's that people want to make sure that you don't end up pregnant, or that you don't end up getting somebody pregnant, or that you don't cause yourself problems by ending up in the drunk tank and now having to go through different types of procedures, to get you clean or throw you in a hospital or detox you somewhere. So make your life easy. The new moon is somewhat underscored with some difficulty, but I think that with you guys, it might just really be that you're resenting that you don't have as much freedom as you want, which you will get it in time. When you're 18, you can go vote, join the services, fight in a war, die. You can't smoke, though. I think, do you have to be 18 or 21 to smoke cigarettes? I don't remember now. We don't want you to hurt your lungs. We don't want you to end up with cancer and dying a painful and difficult death. Emphysema sucks, but people are trying to look out for you. Soon enough, you'll be able to get into your own mischief, I promise. Saturday, the devil in reverse is trying to remind you that there is some element or someone around you who could fall prey to these same vices or mistakes, or getting used. I don't mean to be mean, but let's just take a very stereotypical situation. Guy says to girl, I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I want to rock on a porch, have babies, push a pram with you, have dogs, breed hunting hounds, have horses and a farm. And you're like, I love him so much. And then the girl thinks this is great. Let me show you how much I love you. Uh-oh, now we're going to have a problem here. Because if you really love me, you'd keep that thing in your pants and you wouldn't push me this way or make me feel bad about it. I know what that's like. I remember in high school having a boyfriend telling me that if I didn't have sex with him, that he was going to find somebody who would, because he just had to do that. So Rita tells mom. Mom says, what do you care as long as he's not doing it to you? Probably not the best thing to say to a child who's already injured. So don't fall prey to these techniques of experimentation, because the end, what I can tell you, I'm not trying to be mean. Not all guys are this way. Not all girls are this way. But you could have a person who's just trying to get some experience points, to level up, right? So on Sunday, we've got the High Priestess in reverse. So there could be somebody being tricky, and there could be somebody who's not being honest. And don't let it be you. Now, if you're a guy and this girl is just all up in your face and you think that she's the love of your life and she only wants you, well, maybe you and your best friend. There is the element here of being tricked by a woman. It could be a feminine male, but I think that this is more like the energy of a trickster, of a real tricky person being a girl, a real girl, So there's the indication here that if you're this girl, that you don't want to do this to other people, because let me tell you something, when it comes back and haunts you, it haunts you from every angle and Instagram, and people are just all upon you. It's very distressing. It could lead to some very inappropriate behaviors and to some unfortunate events or ends. So if anybody is treating you wrong, if anybody is bullying you, get help immediately, because bullying is illegal. People are not allowed to make you feel bad about yourself. If you make a mistake and somebody finds out about it, well, you have to understand that some people are going to be real crappy. But the truth is, they are not allowed to treat you in such a way that you feel so bad about yourself that you could do something regrettable. So keep that in mind. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll be talking to you soon.